Hey, welcome back to another episode of helping you place on the AMC 8. And today on Math Talks, we'll be going over the 2023 AMC 8 problems 1 through 5. Starting off with problem 1. What is the value of 8 times 4 plus 2 in parentheses minus 8 plus 4 times 2 in parentheses? So in order to solve an expression with mixed operations, we have to follow the orders of operations, which we can remember using PEMDAS. PEMDAS, which states we have to do parentheses, then exponents, then multiplication or division, and then addition or subtraction. So we see from our problem that we have two expressions, 8 times 4 plus 2, and 8 plus 4 times 2. So solving what's in the parentheses, 8 times 4 is 32 plus 2 is 34, minus 8 plus 4 times 2. So you have to do multiplication first. 4 times 2 equals 8. 8 plus 8 equals 16. Subtracting, we get that the answer is D, 18. Problem 2. A square piece of paper is folded twice into 4 equal quarters as shown below, and then cut along the dashed line. When unfolded, the paper will match which one of the following figures, and we are given options A, B, C, D, and E. So looking at this process, we can see that the paper has been folded along its axes. So it's been folded right here and right here. So now we can look at the final product and fold it in our minds. Hopefully you won't have to fold a sheet of paper during the actual test, but you want to get that amazing test score though. So we can see that it's been cut along the corner where the center point is. So this would be right here on the piece of paper. And then we can unfold it first along the y-axis and get this rectangular piece of paper where the original cut is right here. Mirroring this across the y-axis, we have this shape. And then undoing the final fold, which is along the x-axis, we have our original sheet of square paper, and then reflecting this triangle across the x-axis, we get this shape. So the answer is E. Problem 3. Wind chill is a measure of how cold people feel when exposed to the wind outside. A good estimate for wind chill can be found using this calculation, and it shows us this formula below, where the temperature is measured in degrees Fahrenheit and the wind speed is measured in miles per hour. Suppose the air temperature is 36 degrees Fahrenheit and the wind speed is 18 miles per hour. Which one of the following is closest to the approximate wind chill? So we see this formula where it gives us the wind chill is equal to air temperature minus 0.7 times the wind speed. And we see that the problem gives us the air temperature and the wind speed. So all we have to do is plug it into the formula, and then for wind chill, I'll set as W equals the air temperature, which is 36 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 0.7 times the wind speed, which is 18 miles per hour. Simplifying, we get that W is equal to 36 minus 12.6, and we get that W is equal to 23.4. The problem asks us which one of the following is closest, so our answer is B, 23. Problem 4. The numbers from 1 to 49 are arranged in a spiral pattern on a square grid, beginning at the center. The first few numbers have been entered into the grid below. Consider the 4 numbers that will appear in the shaded squares on the same diagonal as the number 7. How many of these 4 numbers are prime? First of all, Obviously, one way of doing this problem is to fill in all the numbers 1 through 49 and seeing which one of the 4 numbers in the shaded squares are prime, which I think is the quickest method during a competition test situation. But this problem does have many patterns, including the 2 that are shown in this video. Start off by filling in the first ring, and one pattern that you can notice is that numbers across from each other have a difference of 4, for example 7 and 3. This will be true for all numbers across from each other, and every time the ring increases in size, it will be a multiple of 4. So we can go ahead and fill in the next 4 numbers, and then we can find the number that's across from 13. This number and 13 will have a difference of 4 times 2, because in the first ring, 7 and 3 had a difference of 4 times 1. 4 times 2 equals 8, 8 plus 13 equals 21. The number across from 13 is 21. Using another pattern, we can find the number after 21 in this diagonal. 7 and 1 have a difference of 6, 21 and 7 have a difference of 14. We notice that the difference increases by 8 every time, and this is true for all differences. So that means the next difference will be 22. This number and 21 will have a difference of 22, meaning the number is 43. Now, quickly counting forwards and backwards from the place markers, we get that the numbers in the shaded squares are 39, 19, 23, and 47. 39 is not a prime number because it's divisible by 3, 19 is prime, 23 is prime, and 47 is prime, which means our answer is D. Problem 5. A lake contains 250 trout along with a variety of other fish. When a marine biologist catches and releases a sample of 180 fish from the lake, 30 are identified as trout. Assume that the ratio of trout to the total number of fish is the same in both the sample and the lake. How many fish are in the lake? Essentially, they tell us the probability of catching trout in the lake. The biologist has a sample of 180 fish, and 30 were trout. So that means the probability is 1 over 6. So that means 250 trout over the total number of fish in the lake, which we will set as x, is equal to 1 over 6. Cross-multiplying, we get that x is equal to 1,500. So the answer is B, 1,500.